On 23 Feb 26, I closed two clients in the single night, $1,200 each, and it was very special day for me because it was the end of the 5k dollars per month challenge, which I was documenting on my YouTube channel. And the best part was I got only three sales call, like five sales call were booked on my calendar. Three of them show up, and I closed two of them. And as I closed them, it was almost 4 a.m. in the night. My brother has board exam at that time, and he was sleeping for tomorrow. He had an exam, and I sent it this, like, we made 2,20,300 in a single day on 23 Feb 26. So that's a very special day. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Rishi, and I have been documenting my journey running an Smma, and I have signed over 17 clients worth $200 to $1,500 each, and there's a lot of invoice right over here. And in this video, I'm going to talk about exact offer, exact appointment booking system, exact sales system I used to do this, so that you can replicate exact same for your agency too. So let's dive straight into it. So here are the three big lessons what I learned. First of all, my offer was bait and switch, and a lot of people, what they do when they do bait and switch is like they do no upfront, paper job or something like that. That attract only cheap people. What you have to do is you have to do a bait and switch like paper book job, paper results, paper appointments, or something like that. Okay, so paper book job is something like you have to say that your paper book job means paper book appointment. So when they come on the sales call, you just have to remove the friction of booking the sales call. If you say it will cost you XXX amount, nobody is gonna book in the current market condition. So you have to just act as you are working on a complete paper result basis, paper book job or paper appointment, just to get the appointments. And after the appointments had been started, they are also committed, so then you can come up with your offer and stuff like that. I have always closed clients on the upfront. I never charge, I never work for free and stuff like that, and you can do the same also, but let's get them on the call first. And never say no upfront in your message, paper job or free. There's three things you just have to avoid, because you attract only cheap clients, and just somehow make them book the call anyways. And you can tell them like paper book job is nothing but paper appointment, paper results is nothing but again money back guarantee and stuff like that. Paper appointment is again, just say I will give you 15 appointments for $100 each, it would be upfront $1,500 or something like that. You can come up with your offer. Okay, so just saying it will be a retainer and stuff like that won't work in 2026. Next is volume. So that's best part. So what happened is, like, why I signed two clients. Number one reason was I was in the pace of signing one client every single week, and as long as remember in Feb, like, it was 2 weeks and I haven't signed any single client, and it was due to various reasons which I found out. But what I did is, like, I just increased the volume. So volume is a main thing in outreach. Every platform has its own volume. For example, if you are doing email, you should be doing at least 500 to 1000. If you are doing SMS, you should be doing at least 500 plus. If you are doing cold calling, at least do 200 plus. If you are doing Facebook and IGDM, do at least 500 plus in the current market condition. So in my KPI, 3500, if I do 3500 outreach, it would land me one client. So what I did exactly was, like, I hire more setters, cold callers. My main acquisition channel is cold calling, so I hire more setters. I also dial myself, my brother was also dialing, and we somehow managed to hit like 1000 cold calls every single day in the entire week. 6 days a week, 1000 cold calls. And that's how one day on Tuesday I signed two clients in a single day. It was kind of a compound effect of all the calls we were doing. So that's the thing, you have to know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, just do it and sign one client. You will know your numbers. For example, my number is 3500 cold calls to get one clients in the worst case scenario. In this case, I have only did 6000 outreach and got one client, so it's equivalent to 3000 is equals to one clients. But anyways, this is my worst case scenario. I get clients in 3500 outreach. So you have to come up with your number and do volume. So my next goal would be, how can I do 3500 cold calls or outreach a single day, so I can sign one client a day. So that's the thing. And third part is the market condition. So market condition keeps on evolving, and the outreach system should be according to your market, not based on your offer. So for example, currently SMS is not working good, because I have interviewed my client and they are saying they are getting a lot of SMS every single day. So you doing SMS would be definitely won't be a good system to get clients. Okay, so you have to understand the market. So currently the SMS is not working good, ads are okay right now. Like if you are able to come up with a good offer, you can be profitable from the first month itself, and after you are able to retain the clients, you'll be a good profitable. So you have to come up with your own outreach system which you think is not that saturated. For example, SMS is super saturated, cold calling can be saturated, but nobody sticks for it for a while, so it will never get saturated. Email, I have no idea about it, but in your market you have to get an idea like which system is completely saturated, and you have to be away from that. So that's about the market condition. And the fourth part, which is ABC. So this is a rule I apply to all of my sales call, which is always be closing on the sales call and assuming the close. Okay, so that's the thing, this part I will show you. This is a wire transfer. So what happened is I was pressurizing the client to get close on the call itself. Okay, and he tried to pay me, and his card declined. So what I did is like he told me I will go to the bank. Luckily he told that he's just 2 minutes away from the bank where he stays. So I told him, why don't you go to the bank right now, we'll get you started today itself by onboarding you. So that's what I told, and he was ready to do that, and he went to the bank and paid me $200. But if I would let him go, maybe I would have lost that clients. So always be closing on the call itself. No tomorrow, no after a week I need to discuss with the team and stuff like that. No, you have to close them on the call itself, and you have to assume the close. Just like when people are saying, okay, to get started we will book an onboarding call for tomorrow, just assume it that he is going to be closed. So that's how it is, and keep it in the straight line. So when they are starting right over here, this is a straight line system from John Belfort. So when someone is starting right over here, you have to take them to here, and you have to always assume the close. No doubt, nothing like that. The confidence should come from you. So that's everything about it, and that's how exactly I signed 2 clients in the single night and completed my 5k journey. That these are the 4 major principle. I don't know why 3 is written here. It's 4 major principle. Let me change it. 4 big lessons which help me to make $5k per month and sign 2 clients in the single night. By the way, if you need any help signing 10 plus clients in your agency in next 6 months and retain all of them, understand how to run offers, how to book appointments, how to close appointments, and how to retain them for months, the first link in the description is for you. It covers everything. And that's everything about this video. If you found this video valuable, you can like, share and subscribe, and I would be back with another valuable video soon. Bye bye.